I even feel corny saying it because it's not my style. But dude, you really can go out and learn the skills to be whatever it is you want to be. You know, and anything else that you tell yourself is a fucking excuse. Period.
I do not believe that any of us have dreams that were not given to us for the purpose of accomplishing those particular dreams. See, sometimes we can't say, I can do that. But what we can say, that it's possible.
Refuse to believe that there are any circumstances sufficiently strong to defeat you in the accomplishment of your purpose. So decide now, what is it you want?
I can, I will, I must.
It's very important as you hold on to that dream. There are moments when you're going to doubt yourself. There are rough times are going to come, but they have not come to stay. They have come to pass. It's very important for you to know that. Don't say I'm having a bad day. Say I'm having a character building day.
We dreamed, we wrote the dream down, we slept the dream, we ate the dream, we rehearsed the dream, we looked at the dream, we talked about the dream, we slept with the dream, we woke up to the dream, we wore the dream, and now boom, it's our reality. And for some of you, you stop dreaming. You dream for a week and you stop because things around you don't look good. You dream for a month, then when you get hit in the mouth, you quit and you give up. You dream for a while, and when people tell you crazy, and when people tell you stupid, and when people tell you can never get done, you stop dreaming and you go back to knowledge. Every single circumstance, keep dreaming, keep looking at your dream, keep focusing on your dream, keep going after the dream because that's where true success is.
In the 17th chapter of St. Luke it is written, the kingdom of God is within man, not one man nor a group of men, but in all men, in you. You, the people, have the power to create machines, the power to create happiness. You, the people, have the power to make this life free and beautiful, to make this life a wonderful adventure.
If life knocks you down, try and land on your back, because if you can look up, you can get up. Let your reasons get you back up.
Because limits, like fears, are often just an illusion.
I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. I'm a survivor. They've doubted me my whole life, but it doesn't bother me, 'cause I'm a fighter. When the world goes low, I go high. And when I say high, I mean to the most high. 'Cause I'm a survivor. Now nothing can be denied the one who won't be denied. And I'm a fighter. Failure is not an option. I'm a survivor. I don't walk by sight, so the enemy can't trick me. I walk by faith, and God gives me victory. I am a tiger. I'm a survivor. Day in and day out I keep coming, 'cause I'm a fighter. God will never fail me, so I keep believing. I don't need to see it in the physical. In my mind I can see it. No weapon formed against me shall prosper, 'cause I'm a survivor. I refuse to concede, 'cause I'm a fighter. Faith was never designed to be passive. We ought to be aggressive even in the waiting. I might be down, but I'm not out. I told you before, I'm a survivor, blessed and unstoppable. I'm a fighter. The Lord did not give me a spirit of fear, but of power and of love and of sound mind. I'm a survivor. I know it looks like I'm down and out, that there's no way that I could ever come back, that I'm just too far behind, but I'm a fighter. Pain is no match for a champion. They underestimated me. I'm just getting started. Life hit me with a brick, but I'm still in the ring standing. All things are possible to them that believeth. And I'm a survivor. I came too far to stop now. I came way too far to quit now. I'm hungry, dedicated, fearless, motivated, determined, starving, blessed, and unstoppable. I got the DNA of a champion and the mindset of a winner. I'm all in, and I let my grind do the talking. I got the inner standard that produces greatness. I'm allergic to average. 120, pursuing greatness. Against all odds, I press on toward the prize. I'm a survivor. You can see it in my eyes. There's not a mountain too high that I can't climb, 'cause I'm a fighter. I press on. And let us not grow weary while doing good. For in due season we shall reap if we do not lose heart. God still moves. It's reaping season. My grind is more important than my background. My work ethic is the great equalizer. My goals aren't set to the level of my own ability, but to that of God. I'm a survivor. My struggles, my challenges, my tribulations molded me. They shaped me into the champion I am today. I'm a survivor. I break through all walls of limitation. My why is so strong, it makes me undeniable. The whole world is betting against me. They don't believe in me. They gave up on me. But who's that still standing in the ring? Who is that? It's me, that fighter. I'm a survivor. To God be the glory. B7U, Billy Allsbrooks, blessed and unstoppable.
If you're going to try, go all the way. Otherwise, don't even start. If you're going to try, go all the way. This could mean losing girlfriends, wives, relatives, jobs, and maybe your mind. Go all the way. It could mean not eating for 3 or 4 days. It could mean freezing on a park bench. It could mean jail. It could mean derision, mockery, isolation. Isolation is the gift. All the others are a test of your endurance, of how much you really want to do it. And you'll do it, despite rejection and the worst odds. And it will be better than anything else you can imagine. If you're going to try, go all the way. There is no other feeling like that. You will be alone with the gods, and the nights will flame with fire. Do it. Do it. Do it. Do it. All the way. All the way. You will ride life straight to perfect laughter. It's the only good fight there is.
I don't want you to begin to just psych yourself out. No. I want you to be able to say something to yourself that will enable you to maintain a level of integrity with yourself. You got to write, even if no one published your book, write, because that was given to you to do. You do what it is you're supposed to. You're supposed to build something. You're supposed to create something. I don't know how to do it. Learn. Do whatever is required. Just go out there. It's possible you can get what you want. It's necessary. If you want it, you got to go into action. You got to be willing to experiment. You got to be willing to fail and to succeed. You got to be willing to form and develop new relationships. It's you. It's on you. You got to make that happen. Nobody's going to bring it to you on a silver platter and say, here's your dream manifested. No, it's hard. Yes, it's hard. It's difficult. Yes, right. And it's worth it.
I think it's important for people to understand that anytime you step out of what's normal in society, you're going to have criticism.
If you believe it, your body physically will find a way to make it happen.
You're one of the kind.
That's how he does it.
Nobody can take your place, man. You're one of the kind. I really appreciate being here.
It doesn't take a fucking scientist to fucking logically understand what I'm saying. The more you put in, the more you get out. So stop fucking making excuses. Get out there and do whatever the fuck it takes to reach your fucking goals.
This goes for anything in life. Are you truly doing whatever it takes? Now, whatever it takes, obviously everyone has a different version of what that entails. Do whatever it takes. Reach your goals. Make your dreams come true in whatever it is in life. And you can always do more. And the biggest fucking fallacy of bodybuilding is this whole thing of you can do too much. If you work out too much, you're overtraining. If you eat, bullshit. To understand that you need to do whatever it takes. If you're working on opening a business, you need to be working on that shit 16 hours a day. You want to make that shit successful? Then you need to be busting your ass.
One of the most important factors in being successful in life is thinking outside the box. Now, a lot of people are trying to figure out what they want to do with their lives, what they want to become, what kind of job they want to get. And talking to people, I realize this happens all the time, is the most important thing to think about is longevity, the future. So if you decide to take this road, where is that road going to take you? How far along can you keep going down that road, or does the road end? I cannot stress this enough. The more you put into anything in life, the more you're going to get out. Don't take everybody's word for everything. Don't read something and believe that shit. Try it out for yourself. Find out if it works or it doesn't work.
I've been looking up to you for this 2 years. I learned a lot from you in bodybuilding and business-wise. You've been a great inspiration for...
He's just taking over my fucking show. Look at this shit.
Don't sit there and dick around. Once you put your hand on the bar, every set counts. Every single time you lift that bar, it counts. You're trying to build muscle. All you're doing is building muscle. You don't give a fuck about how much weight you do. How strong you are doesn't mean shit in the real world. You put a man in front of me that's stronger than me, what the fuck does that mean?
It's crazy because there's so many things out there that haven't been done. There's so many things out there, things pop in my head on a daily basis. I'm just so busy with the stuff I'm working on that I just can't run here and run there and start all these new projects. But things pop in my head daily, and I'm sure if you guys open your minds and think in that direction 24/7, things will pop in your head and you'll come up with ideas. Start thinking, use your brain, and focus, and keep your head in that direction. And next time you're scrolling on Instagram, wasting your fucking day, remember what Rich Piana told you? Fucking stop wasting your fucking time, And if we open our eyes and we really pay attention to what the fuck is going on in life, we can come up with these simple ideas to make money. It's just our mind has to be geared towards that. It's up to you, but you just have to have that mindset, and you have to focus. And people don't. You have to go get things. Things don't come to you. You have to go. You have to make shit fucking happen. Anything in life, you got to go after it.
People, the most important thing that I stress over and over and over again is you have to not go by what you read. You have to think about it and use your brain and logically decide what is the best scenario. In other words, I don't give a fuck who said what. You read so-and-so said. It doesn't fucking matter what anyone said, who said what. You have to use your own brain and come to your own conclusion. That's what's so important that people lack, is people just want to follow other people. And I'm telling you, you have to learn to question everything and think about things and come up with your own solution. And it's very important that people get in the habit of using their brain and coming up with the right answer on their own. Yeah, you listen to what people say and you use that as a guideline, and then you sit and analyze it and come up with your own scenario of what is correct and what isn't. That's the most important thing when it comes to everything in life, is you have to use your own brain and think about shit. Think about it, and you come up with your own solution. But who gives a fuck what anyone said? What do you think? Like, what sounds right to you? The thing is that most of my knowledge is fucking common sense, that we all have. It's just common sense of using my brain.
This is the inner symphony of greatness, the epic soundtrack of success. I was born a champion. I was raised a champion. I got champion in my bloodline. I've always been a champion. I will always be a champion. And when I close my eyes and die, I will be a champion. On my headstone, they will write champion. Every time they mention my name, they will say champion. My legacy is champion. My obituary will read champion. Every time they mention my name, they will say champion. Because I am a champion. Every day that I get up, I say good morning, champion. When I look in the mirror, I see a champion. When I go to the gym, I work out like a champion. When I eat like a champion. And the stuff I read makes me an even better champion. The stuff I put in my mind is champion. Because all day I am a champion. From sunrise to sundown, from the moment I open my eyes to the moment I close them, I am a champion. I pray, I think, I speak, I walk like a champion. No loss, no setback, no mistake will ever change that. I'm a conqueror, born to succeed, anointed to prosper, blessed and unstoppable. And I will arise out of the ashes, because my God will not fail me, because I am, always have been, and always will be a champion. Greater is he that is in me than he that is in the world. I can do all things, because with God all things are possible, and I am a champion doing the impossible. Failure is not an option. I refuse to concede, because I'm a champion when I bleed. My blood is champion, and anything that stands in my way, I will go through it, over it, or around it, because I am a champion. Nothing can stop me. Blessed and unstoppable. I am the undefeated, undisputed, never beaten champion of the world. The world says I'm a loser. I get up every day and go to war with that statement. They think I'm lazy. I'm hungrier than ever. Beast mode, I'm eating all competition. The devil says I've got no money. Money comes to me easily, frequently, and abundantly in God's perfect way. The world says I'm crazy. The world belongs to the bold. They remind me of the losses I've taken. They say I'll never recover. I serve the God of restoration. I will make a comeback. They say you can't pay your bills with dreams. Success will come off the assembly line of my mind. They say I only have average talent. Hard work and discipline are the great equalizer. Why don't you get a 9-to-5, a normal job that pays every week? Because I'm the head and not the tail. Above, not below. I was strategically designed for greatness. It looks like your God has forgotten you. My God will never leave me nor forsake me. You really believe all that stuff you're saying? Destiny is obligated by universal law to concede to the demands of unwavering faith, and I believe I'm a champion, committed, hungry, dedicated, fearless, bold, never wavering, full of faith, anointed, prosperous, strong, righteous, focused, disciplined, willing to do whatever it takes to be a champion. I will arise one day and make a fool out of all those who doubted me. I will live with no fear. I will boldly attack the things that scare me. They will not stop me on my destiny. No health issues, no job issues, no financial issues, no relationship issues. Nothing shall stand in the way of my divine calling, because I am a champion. I was born a champion, raised a champion, have always been a champion, will always be a champion. My legacy is champion. When it's all said and done, on my headstone, they will write champion.
Kaboom.
Never leave success. You gotta own it. You see, for successful people, there is no tomorrow. It's just a long list of todays. Boldness. So you gotta seize the moment. You gotta conquer every opportunity that comes your way. Boldness, all in. So you gotta commit. Cause you can only go as far as your self-discipline will carry you. See, there's nothing wrong with having big dreams, big goals, big ambitions. But here's the deal. See, your work ethic, your discipline, your commitment must match what you're trying to accomplish. You see, a goal without discipline is just an illusion. You're fooling yourself. Now see, you have the ability. You got the talent. You got the gift inside of you. God put it there. But you gotta make a decision. Do you want it? I mean, do you really want it? See, to go to the next level, you will have to boldly attack the things that scare you. No more doubt, no more fear, no more hesitation. Go be who God designed you to be, a champion. Set yourself on fire with passion. Exemplify greatness in everything you do. You see, everything that's happened to you up until now in your life was strategically designed to prepare you for this moment, to prepare you for your future. So stop running from your destiny. See, your breakthrough will happen when you pick up that hammer and you aim it for the glass. See, that's the only way it's gonna happen. It's not gonna come to you. You're gonna have to go to it. You gotta shatter all misconceptions, all barriers, all limitations. Refuse to be average. From this day forward, set out to do what the world says is impossible. And refuse to let the masses keep you in the cemetery, which is the comfort zone. See, life isn't being lived unless it's being lived out on the edge. Cause see, you were designed to grow, to stretch, to reach, to expand, not to be a slave to being comfortable. See, the number one reason people fail is broken focus. So you gotta remove anything in your life that is taking time away, taking energy away, or is distracting you from your destiny. So you must consolidate all your focus, all your energy, all your resources to the tasks needed to achieve your dreams. See, scattering yourself only makes you weaker. You can't do everything. You aren't designed to do everything. Success requires unifying your thoughts and actions behind a single, clearly defined purpose. Boldness, all in. Never least success. You gotta own it. Billy Allsbrook.
Why are you guys watching this video right now? Because ask that question to yourself.
Boy, I really went hard. I really went hard on that set. I really went hard in school. I really went hard in my career. I really went hard in life. Go hard and die hard.
You don't fucking know everything, all right? Let's just get it right out there on the table.
I don't have to tell you things are bad. Everybody knows things are bad. Punks are running wild in the street, and there's nobody anywhere who seems to know what to do, and there's no end to it. They're crazy. It's like everything everywhere is going crazy, so we don't go out anymore. Just leave us alone. Well, I'm not going to leave you alone. First, you've got to get mad. You've got to say, I'm a human being. God damn it. My life has value.
If you want to do anything worthwhile in life, you've got to be hungry. It's better to be prepared for an opportunity and not have one than to have an opportunity and not be prepared.
You go out there now and you exert your will the way you want to, and thou shalt has already died, so you do it out of your own sense of purpose and strength. And this is where you'll be for quite a while. And this is where you'll find your greatest successes and your deepest hurts.
Before you start that journey mentally, you must fuel yourself with the right reasons, the right fuel to sustain the entire journey. When you find out what you want, dude, you're unstoppable. The heart of a champion is a light switch that's always on. It doesn't go on and off when someone's watching. It's constant. It's how you look at something. If your name's attached to it, that you do it right, the best of your ability every single time. If you're dusting your countertops, do you dust around the picture frame? Or do you pick the up and dust the entire thing? Do the job right or don't do it at all. That's the same person who has his hand raised on the podium one day. Same motherfuckers. It's not the title that makes you. It's not the success that makes you. The character defines the success, defines the fame, and it starts right there. Championships aren't won in the theater of the arena. They're won in the thousands of hours in the training room, in the labs, in the 5 a.m. runs, and when it's raining, when everyone else is sleeping. That's when it's won.
But be the best little scrub on the side of the reel. Be a bush if you can't be a tree. If you can't be a highway, just be a trail. If you can't be the sun, be a star. For it isn't by size that you win or you fail. Be the best of whatever you are. If you can't fly, run. If you can't run, walk. If you can't walk, crawl. But by all means, keep moving.
Let me tell you something you already know. The world ain't all sunshine and rainbows. It's a very mean and nasty place, and I don't care how tough you are, it will beat you to your knees and keep you there permanently if you let it. You, me, or nobody is gonna hit as hard as life. But it ain't about how hard you hit. It's about how hard you can get hit and keep moving forward. How much you can take and keep moving forward. That's how winning is done. Now, if you know what you're worth, now go out and get what you're worth. But you gotta be willing to take the hits and not pointing fingers saying you ain't where you want to be because of him or her or anybody. Cowards do that, and that ain't you. You're better than that.
It's human nature. Some people will sit and take positivity from that. They will look at that and take inspiration and inspire. It will inspire them to go and push for that. Others will shell up and critique it and be negative towards it. But one thing is for sure, those people will stay where they are. The people who take inspiration from it will rise up and also one day experience that life. So this is human nature. Some go one way, some go the other way.
What if we have that kind of attitude? The car's repossessed. Nobody believes in you. You've lost again and again and again. The lights are cut off. But you're still looking at your dream, reviewing it every day and say to yourself, it's not over until I win.
Mind is everything. If you don't believe you can do something, then you can't. It's like you have to save your own life.
What kind of life do you want to live? Success is a choice. It's a decision that only you can make for you. First comes the choice, then comes the commitment. Are you willing to commit to doing what it takes to go where you want to go? A lot of people say they want to be successful, but they struggle and they stumble on that commitment part. A lot of times, the only way we will make that commitment is we have to hit rock bottom. We have to get so sick and tired of feeling the way we do before we'll ever take the action needed to crawl up out of that pit. I think you're ready. I think you're ready, and you wouldn't be listening to me right now. I think you know that you have greatness on the inside of you, and you just need somebody to speak over your life, and that's what I'm gonna do right now. I speak greatness over you. Arise, champion. I'm speaking to somebody out there. The reason you feel so uncomfortable on the inside is because you know you're not being the best version of you that you can be. That discomfort is trying to move you from where you're at to where you belong. Your destiny is greatness, and you know this on the inside, and that voice just keeps on calling, and you're never gonna have the peace until you go become who you are supposed to be. Now we're gonna set this change in motion for you right now. I want you to say this with me. I want you to say this out loud. I am ready to change my life. I am willing and committed to going all in and fully commit to doing the things that it takes to become the person I was meant to be. And that starts right now. All excuses, stop right now. I will not, from this point forward, point the blame at anybody else for my own destiny. I will take responsibility for who I want to be. I will get up every day and work toward that person that I know that I am on the inside. I pledge with all my actions allegiance to success. I will search deep down inside for a why that will allow me to run through walls with it, because I will not be denied. Champions put in place the habits and daily rituals that manufacture success. They push themselves constantly to the point of pain. And by refusing to tap out to that pain, they eventually give birth to greatness. Pain is no match for a real champion. The legends understand to be a winner, one must be comfortable at being uncomfortable. The dark, the unknown, the fears that stalk each and every one of us must be faced and faced alone. For the more we go through the fire, the more refined we become. Those struggles, trials, and tribulations, they mold and shape us, prepare us for the calling and events to come. We learn to perform under stress, under duress, and without hesitation, because perfect practice consistently makes one perfect all the time. The inner standard of a champion sets him apart from the masses, the wannabes, and the uncommitted. Legends refuse to settle for mediocrity. For them, being average is the plague and totally unacceptable. Champions go all in all the time. Not just on game day. When the practice is over for the team, the work for the champion just begins. They understand the process and what is required to be elite, to be great, to be the best. It requires obsession, passion, focus, and an unbelievable work ethic. Sweat becomes the friend of the 1%. Success is available to anybody that is willing to work for it. Success can only be bought with the currency of hard work. And champions refuse to concede to anything less than leaving every ounce of themselves on the practice field. The weight room, the classroom, whatever champions do, they carry that same inner standard of greatness with them. They don't turn it on and off depending on where they're at. It is constant. They never enter an environment without it. To stand next to them is to be infected. Their commitment inspires, strengthens, and impacts everyone who comes in contact with them. They are the leaders, not by word, but by actions. They set the example for their teammates and exemplify the message, blessed and unstoppable. They've adopted the same mindset of the ones who held up the championship trophies before them. And they continue to carry the torch so that the standard is never forgotten. Pain, defeat, and rejection are scared to come near these supermen who conquer loss with a vengeance. They fight, claw, and scratch until every second runs off the clock. Failure is not an option for them. They never quit, never concede, and never give up. Champions become phenomenal by mastering the basics. Day in and day out, they do the little things well. They take nothing for granted. They take no shortcuts. They do it the right way, all day, every day, or they don't do it at all. The greats are so focused that they become immune to all distractions. And by disciplining their mind, they stay ready for the opportunity. And when that opportunity comes, they seize it with hunger. They feed on competition, chew on hard work, and drink sweat for replenishment. Only the strongest survive. This is the survival of the fittest. Most people are too comfortable with being good to ever be great. Easy is the breeding ground for complacency, and champions know this. Therefore, they smash all traces of it from their life. They shut the door to anyone who shows average mercy. When vision procreates with hard work, dreams become a reality. And to give up is to commit abortion on the life one could have had. Winning requires understanding every aspect of your opponent. And the best way to do that is to look in the mirror. It's you versus you. How bad do you want it? Do you want to be a champion? I mean, do you really want to be a champion? I mean, a champion in all walks of life. Every area. Let your grind, your work ethic, your execution speak for you. See, champions know there is no off season. The off season is the season. And this is the same, not just in sports, but in business, in relationships, in your spiritual life. This is the way of the champion. I'm Billy Allsbrooks, blessed and unstoppable. To God be the glory.
You're a fucking magician and you control the weather. No, but you are in control of how you react, how you perceive things, what perspective you choose to take, and how you act in response to those events.
I'm telling you guys, you gotta focus on yourself. You gotta focus on your own effort and become you and show people who you are, because this is the most important thing in the world. This is your uniqueness and you have to bring it to the people. This is the only way to be happy.
Invent yourself and then reinvent yourself. Don't swim in the same slough. Invent yourself and then reinvent yourself. And stay out of the clutches of mediocrity. Invent yourself and then reinvent yourself. Change your tone and shape so often that they can never categorize you. Reinvigorate yourself and accept what is, but only on the terms that you have invented and reinvented. Be self-taught and reinvent your life because you must. It is your life, and its history and the present belong only to you.
In the process of working on your dreams, you are going to incur a lot of disappointment, a lot of failure, a lot of pain, a lot of setbacks, a lot of defeats. But in the process of doing that, you will discover some things about yourself that you don't know right now. What you will realize is that you have greatness within you. What you'll realize is that you're more powerful than you can ever begin to imagine. What you will realize is that you are greater than your circumstances, that you don't have to go through life being a victim.
If you are worried about someone's opinion, you're not gonna get anywhere. You gotta start trying things, you gotta start working, you gotta start doing something every single day towards success. If you guys are dreaming about something, all you have to do is just put in work. If you can think of something, if you can have an idea, you can do it, you can make it happen. Your reality consists of two things: the idea and hard work, your effort, and both things you can control. You can control your ideas and you can control your effort, and you can make anything happen in this world.
You are not like everybody else. You can walk outside and find pigeons, but if you're looking for eagles, it's going to take you a minute. You are different. It's lonely at the top.
Empty your mind. Be formless, shapeless, like water. Now you put water into a cup, it becomes the cup. You put water into a bottle, it becomes the bottle. You put it in a teapot, it becomes the teapot. Now water can flow or it can crash. Be water, my friend.
Energy is never lost, transfer. that negative energy, that fear is destroyed. It comes back in as confidence. You're like, what else am I capable of? What else am I holding my back from that I'm capable of more? What am I running from I don't need to? What else can I overcome? The winners always show up. They're willing to lose in order to gain. Big mental thing there, guys. This body, as great as you are, as sharp as you make the arsenal, it can't do anything if you don't have confidence in yourself. We all fall down in life. The question is, who gets back up?
Gratitude is one of the most strongest forms of power in attracting good things. You know, if you truly feel grateful for the things in your life, I always felt grateful for even the small things. I always used to celebrate the small things. Now I might be celebrating the bigger things, but I always celebrate every little good thing that would happen to me in my life. Even before I had any kind of money or any of that, I would celebrate and I would feel grateful for it, and it just gave me more. And this is exactly the same thing that's happening right now. I still remain grateful, and more comes.
You could either pity and cry and whine about it and be sad and say, poor me, or you can say, like we said, what can I learn from this? What's good about this? And how can I use this? Unless you die, I believe that everything is used to improve your life.
You can't connect the dots looking forward. You can only connect them looking backwards. So you have to trust that the dots will somehow connect in your future. You have to trust in something. Your gut, destiny, life, karma, whatever. Because believing that the dots will connect down the road will give you the confidence to follow your heart, even when it leads you off the well-worn path. And that will make all the difference.
We become what we think about most of the time. And that's the strangest secret. This is why thinking is so vital. This is why a goal is so important. Because we will become that. This is why people who set goals achieve them. The trouble with men is not in achieving their goals. They do that. It's in establishing them.
Raise your standards. Lasting change is different than a goal. You don't always get your goals, but you always get your standards. I tell people the strongest force in the whole human personality is this need to stay consistent with how we define ourselves. But so often in our lives, we've adapted to be a certain way so that we don't fail or so that people will like us or respect us, but it's not necessarily who we are. It all comes down to the inner game, my friends. Changing your life is a change in the inner game. The outside world you can't control, but you have absolute control over this one if you learn the dynamics of what shapes you.
Because if you believe in this, everybody else will.
The most important reason, the most important thing, the most important gift that you receive by taking action in the direction of your dreams is not attaining your fucking dream. It's you growing stronger and becoming a stronger version of yourself through the challenges, through the resistance, and because it's hard.
But it is very important that you be definite about what it is you're going after, what your purpose is. That your only limitations are those which you set up in your own mind or permit others to set up for you. Success is something which has to be planned, and success is something which has to be earned in advance. True, there is such a thing as luck, but just remember that luck is something you can create for yourself if you know the rules and follow them just as I give them to you.
No. You want to take responsibility for your life. I got me here, I can get me out of this. And I'm getting out. I'm not going to be a volunteer victim. You can decide, I'm going to work on myself and develop myself. I'm going to empower me.
So if you're a person out there that's working to see your dream realized, recognize that you don't have to be held hostage by the failures of yesterday. Because yesterday is the past. If you have fumbled in the past, remember, tomorrow's not yet certain. Your power is acting in the now. So if you act in the now, in this moment, you can make the right decision that will help empower you to shape the future and create it as you want it to be. You can reinvent yourself if you fumbled in the past. You do not have to be held hostage to the failures of yesterday. And if you have succeeded in the past, it doesn't mean that you will automatically succeed in the future, but it does mean, though, that you have access to a blueprint to your success.
Physiology. If you don't change your physiology, you won't get anything. So an incantation is not only you speak it, but you embody what you're saying with all the intensity you can. And you do it with enough repetitions that it sticks in your head. Like It's a Small World, now the conversation in your head is always the same and it gives you what you want.
The difference between a champion
and a loser is that they both fail. Is that the loser allows the failure to stand for life. Not the dog in the fight. It's the fight and the dog that matters. That's the difference. Champions get back up and do it again.
Your mouth is a creative weapon. It's not a tool for distributing excuses. The first sign of a loser is an excuse. Champions take full responsibility, good or bad, for their outcomes. Tell the world one time what you're gonna do, and that's it. Spend less time talking and more time grinding. Think like a champion. Speak like a champion. And then walk it out. Grind 120 all day, every day. Stop making excuses. Champions make adjustments, not excuses. Every time you justify being average, you invite in the enemy. Mediocrity is a dream killer. Your coach, your trainer, your teacher, your boss is not the problem. It's your consistency. You gotta make a decision. How bad do you want it? Average is on the left. Success is on the right. You gotta choose which one you want. A champion's workout doesn't officially begin until pain arrives. You see, greatness is right on the other side of pain. So what are you running from it for? You say you want to be successful, then push through it. Stop making excuses and go get it. Very few battles are won under ideal circumstances. So you gotta simulate and practice the unknown so that the unexpected will not derail you. Every morning when you get up, ask yourself, how can I put myself in a place where I'll be uncomfortable? See, you have to master the unknown. You gotta master your fears. You gotta master the unexpected. So when it happens, you are prepared. Champions can push through and keep going when everyone else around them is quitting. They have immersed themselves in pain so often that they have become immune to it. Greatness is on the other side of pain. Go get it! The more you expose yourself to pain, the more comfortable you will become in its presence. A champion's workout doesn't officially start until pain arrives. Everything else is just a warm-up. A boxer can be the best technician in the world. But if he gets in the ring and the first time he gets hit, he falls apart, he's not gonna be a champion, I tell you that. See, in life it's just like that with us. We're good until we get hit in the face. But what separates champions from the rest is when they get hit, they keep coming. When you hit them a second time, they get stronger. And by that third time that life hits you and you're still standing, the world will know there's a champion in the ring. How bad do you want to be successful? Do you want it bad enough to get hit in the face? Because I tell you right now, that's what life's gonna do to you. It's gonna hit you when you least expect it. When you got your guard down, how will you respond? Refuse to let the world break you. Show life what a champion looks like. I'm Billy Alsbrooks, blessed and unstoppable. The quickest way to overcome failure is to starve yourself of the thoughts and actions that allow it to sustain itself. Now, what sets champions apart from the rest of the world is that they are mentally wired differently. You see, they have a belief system that sees failures and setbacks as only part of the process to achieving real success. Now, there's a difference between thinking you're a champion and knowing you're one. Champions understand what gives them the advantage. It's their mindset. So they discipline and condition their mind to do the impossible. So for you to turn your dreams into a reality, you're gonna have to master the psychology of winning. So from this point forward, day in and day out, you must conquer the battlefield of the mind. Bring into captivity any thought that runs contrary to your dreams, goals, or destiny. To become unstoppable, you must constantly have the inner soundtrack of victory blaring from your spirit. Now, it's one thing to say you want to be successful. It's another thing to walk it out. You cannot achieve massive success with mediocre habits. So what I'm asking you to do is let your actions proclaim your allegiance to success. Real change will only happen when you initiate it. Your mindset is the thermostat that sets the tone for every situation, every environment that you enter. Your destiny will be determined by the quality of the questions that you ask yourself. See, your life is one big sum average of the thoughts that you consistently hold in your mind. Your actions, your outcomes, your life is just one great mirror reflecting back to the world what you're thinking on the inside. Your life should just be one great big exhibition of doing the impossible. Success is the artistic interpretation of your own imagination. Destiny paints your thoughts frame by frame. Reality is your masterpiece. All things are possible to him that believeth. So I dare any one of you out there to tell me I can't do something. I'm not afraid of sweat. Greatness. Sweat activates the beast on the inside of me. Beast mode. So I dare any one of you to tell me I can't do something. Tell me that my why is so strong. Greatness. That I can run through walls with it. I'm not scared of hard work. What you call hard work, I love to sweat. Your work regimen is my warm-up. You can't outgrind me. See, I don't have a plan B. It's do or die. That's why you're no match for me. Every day I'm all in. 120. While you sitting there trying to figure out your backup plan. I'm a champion every day. This ain't no game for me. You can't stop me. I'm hungry, dedicated, and fearless. Ladies are focused. I keep my goals in front of me. I'm grinding. I take it one day at a time. Grind. One set at a time. Grind. One rep at a time. Grind. I exemplify the process. My name is consistency. And when the world sees me, they don't see me. They see the inner standard of greatness that I hold myself to. I don't strive for good, raise your standard. I don't strive for great, raise your standard. I strive to be the best that's ever done this. Legend. I will leave the legacy of a champion. In my mind, I visualize over and over and over performing at the highest level. When I'm all alone in the weight room, when I'm all alone on that field, on the court, I can hear and feel the sound of thousands of fans crammed together in a sold-out stadium full of energy, yelling my name. Greatness. Over and over again, I visualize this. Grind. Can I get an amen from all the champions out there who know what I'm talking about? Greatness. I refuse to concede to any other outcome than the one I set out for, to be the greatest champion. Going half speed, letting up, quitting, those things are foreign to me. My mindset, my champion DNA won't even entertain the idea of accepting average champion. This fire, this burning on the inside of me to improve and get better every day allows me to dominate my opponent. Greatness. See, I own the space on the field. Complacency is not welcomed here. I turn setbacks into setups for victory. Arise, champion. The look in my eyes lets the world know that I am serious. Beast mode. I'm all in I'm on a mission, playing with a purpose. I eat the weak, who fear made soft. Those that hesitate, get ran over. I stay ready, it's who I am. I don't need a game, a season, an event to train for. I'm a champion, it's my lifestyle. I live this, I do this every day. I practice so hard, I laugh at game day. I've adopted the mindset of the unstoppable, all in. And every day, I get up and do what the world told me was impossible. 120. So I dare any one of you to tell me I can't do something. Who wants some of this? Hustle. I'm not cocky, I'm not arrogant, but the world belongs to the bold. Hustle. You and the rest of them are no match for my work ethic. Survival of the fittest. And I'm the lion out here. I'm the Shaw. Hustle. And I smell blood and I'm coming. I don't want you, them, or anybody to give me respect. I'm gonna take it. I will purchase what I want with sweat. Championships can't be borrowed from those who earned it last year. To hold up that trophy, you have to own it. While you were sleeping at 4 a.m., I paid the cost to be the boss. While you were going to parties, in the club, chasing chicks, doing interviews, I had your face in my mind. While doing those extra laps, hustle, those extra sets, those extra hours I spent perfecting my game. Fame made you soft, pain made me invincible. Hustle, I'm starving, ready to eat soft, complacent, unfocused opponents who dare step on the field with me. My name will forever be tied to greatness. All around the world they will say my name. They will show my highlight reels. Trophies and awards and accolades, that's not what drives me. Those things have limits. Me, I have none. My why is legacy. And legacy doesn't take days off. Hustle. I feel too alive to take a vacation. I get high on being the best version of me I can be. I push the envelope. I reach higher. I step out further. I want to see just how far I can really go. You don't want to go against me, I'm telling you. I'm relentless. I won't let up for a second. You better hold destiny, put you on my team, that you're not my opposition. Cause I will grind until I make you quit. The only question will be, who's gonna be coming in second? This is the language of champions. You either understand it or you don't. No mercy, no letdown, no tapping out. Give me what I want and what I earned in sweat. And I dare any one of you to tell me I can't do something. Beast mode. All things are possible to him that believe it. This is the way of the champion. And I dare any one of you to tell me I can't do something. I'm Billy Osbrooks, blessed and unstoppable. I got goals, dreams, and a vision so big, so massive, that it scares me. If I say my intentions, if I articulate my destiny out loud with people around, there would be a high probability that they would attempt to have me Baker acted on grounds that I'm delusional, that I'm crazy, that I've lost all sense of reality. I know I don't have the talent, the ability, the education, the natural gifts, the background, the connections, the image, the financial resources to bring my massive ambitions to fruition. The truth is, I live right on the edge of foolishness, at the intersection between genius and insanity. I know I'm not qualified, experienced, nor equipped with the things required to achieve this level of greatness that I strive for. However, I am bold in this one area, and that area is faith. I believe not in my own efforts, but in that of the one who is almighty, mighty in all things, the one who promised me that his grace is sufficient. I don't hope that God still moves. I know he does. Therefore, I pick up my 5 stones for my slingshot, and I fear not the modern day Goliaths, the giants that stand against me, the walls of Jericho, and the armies and riches of today's pharaohs. I lock my eyes on the prize, and without any doubt, hesitation, or anxiety, I press forth waving the banner of the one true God, and I slay the enemies who whisper doubt and fear in my ears for years. That same spirit that many claim died off at the end of the book of Acts has lit an unquenchable fire deep on the inside of me to do what the world keeps on saying is impossible. My purpose is to glorify and bring acclaim to the God who still moves, who still lives in the heart of those who trust him. For my roots run deep in the red clay soil of Florence, Alabama, the son of a mother and father who gave me the DNA of a champion, who taught me the process, who refused to let me quit, who pointed me to the Creator. Now my daily walks with him unleash the power that flows unrestricted, unrestrained, and unfiltered out of my mouth to change the world. God still moves. I speak life, hope, and strength through this microphone to every wounded soul, broken heart, the sick, the lame, the hurting, the scared, the fearful, the lost, the damaged, the broken. I am here to tell you that God still moves. All things are possible. And I dream so big that it takes the limits off of God so that he can glorify himself through me, an average nobody. I surrender and submit every ounce of my being so that he can use me to inspire you. I speak not for likes, I speak not for subscribers, I speak not for ad revenue, nor fame, accolades, or personal validation. I speak, I grind, and I climb the mountain of success to bring the one true God of Abraham glory. And I boldly pursue my assignment, fearlessly attacking the unknown. For each day is D-Day for me. I attack, going all out, all in. I burned the boats a long time ago. I only know 120, do or die, with the type of grind, faith, and perseverance it takes to change the world. I exemplify the light. I radiate champion. And I execute with precision the daily actions required to penetrate the walls that stand against me. With a shout of praise, those walls are no match for me. For God has promised me, anointed me, and will deliver me from all the enemies that stand in the way of greatness. Now God is no keeper of persons. What he did for me, he will do the same for you. Jesus Christ is the same yesterday and today and forever. And those miracles you read about in the Word in the olden days, they weren't isolated for just one small time period. They are valid today. And anybody with faith or anybody with trust can see it and can experience those same type of miracles now. So if you're on the verge of giving up, turn this up. Because I'm here to tell you that God still moves, and you hearing this is no mistake. It is no coincidence. God is trying to reach you through this video. I don't do this video for entertainment. See, I was hurting for 8 years, struggling with panic attacks and PTSD, and it's videos like this that got me through it. So I take this seriously. I know where you're at right now when you're listening to me. Just believe. God still moves. I'm Billy Allsbrooks, blessed and unstoppable. To God be the glory.